Most e-commerce businesses operate in a permanent state of reaction. When sales drop, they launch a rushed promotion. When inventory hits zero, they scramble to expedite a reorder. It keeps the lights on, but it is an exhausting, expensive way to work. The highest performing operators do something different. They spend their time predicting what happens next, rather than reacting after the fact. To get you out of reaction mode, we'll build a 90-day challenge response plan. The goal is spotting problems and dismantling them long before they reach your front door. You don't need complex software for this. You just need a calendar, a blank document, and 15 minutes of focused time. Businesses that operate predictably are mathematically more profitable because they avoid rush fees and panic discounts. And just as importantly, the people running them spend less time firefighting and more time executing a clear plan. Proactive operations require a rigid schedule. Consistency is what keeps you out of the weeds. Open your calendar tool right now. Create a recurring 15-minute event on the first of every single month, dedicated solely to this planning process. Blocking out this time is your insurance policy. It guarantees that no matter how busy the business gets, you maintain a predictive posture instead of slipping back into old habits. With the time booked, step 2 is conducting your scan. You are going to look ahead at the upcoming 90-day window across 5 specific operational areas. This radar chart maps out exactly where you need to look: seasonal trends, supplier lead times, customer buying cycles, advertising performance, and operational capacity. A warning here: do not try to build a perfect mathematical forecast. Striving for exact numbers will only lead to analysis paralysis. The true objective of scanning these 5 areas is simply to reduce the total number of surprises. You are just leveraging the operational knowledge you already have. For example, you might look at your lead times and notice a known supplier delay is going to hit exactly when a major seasonal sales trend begins 2 months from now. Spotting that collision early gives you a wider menu of strategic options. You can adjust your ad spend or source alternative suppliers long before a crisis hits. Once you've scanned the horizon, step 3 is filtering that broad view down into specific threats that require immediate intervention. Open a blank document. In a simple grid, write down the 3 highest impact challenges expected in the next 90 days. Keep it strict. Listing more than 3 challenges guarantees nothing gets executed. For example, a holiday inventory shortage or a summer support backlog. The 4th and final step is drafting a highly specific response plan to pair with each of those 3 isolated threats. There is one absolute rule for a valid response. It must be an action you take immediately. It cannot be a conditional plan where you wait for the problem to actually occur. Look at the first threat. Instead of waiting for stock to drop, your preventative action is securing an extra reorder by Friday. For the remaining challenges, actions might be hiring a temp agent or scheduling campaign assets today. Run a quick failure check on your drafted responses. If any sentence starts with the phrase, "if this happens," it is a reactive plan. Rewrite it as an immediate action. Completing this list shifts your team's operational energy away from stressful last-minute firefighting and channels it into structured, confident execution. Look at your completed document. You now possess a finalized 90-day challenge response plan. Compare this to the anxiety of operating blind, where you are just waiting for the next inventory shortage or support complaints to strike. By carefully documenting this process every single month, you effectively downgrade future emergencies into calm, heavily prepared operational decisions. Your only remaining obligation is to execute the 3 proactive responses you just wrote down before your next scheduled monthly team check-in. Long-term success in e-commerce relies on preventing problems from ever appearing on the battlefield, rather than simply getting better at solving them once they arrive.